Hello and welcome back to the Eight Figure Dentist podcast. So, if you listen to the previous episode and you realize that, oh my God, Jana, I too want a boutique practice, I didn't realize that. I mean, I was always thinking that I'm kind of boutique-ish, but everything you're describing, making the income that I want by working fewer hours so that I can have the lifestyle that I want. Yes, that is exactly why I started my practice. So, how do I have a boutique practice? What does it take? So today I'm going to teach you first, we're going to bust some myth about what boutique practice is, because you might be thinking, yes, I want to be more boutique, but da, 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 and you have some misconceptions really around what a boutique practice is. So I'm going to bust those myths for you today first. Then I'm going to explain to you what boutique practice actually is as a dentist of any specialty and why I honestly think it is the best choice, the best business model for you as a woman. And then 3 is I'm going to teach you steps to take so that you can start moving your practice towards the boutique business model. And if you want a deep dive into this topic, I'm hosting a free training called Boutique Practice Formula. It's happening on Zoom on December 6th and 7th. There's going to be 2 different trainings. There's going to be follow-up because there's 3 yes factors that I'm teaching. And day 1, I'm going to teach you yes factor 1 and 2. And then on day 2, I'm going to teach you the yes factor number 3. This training is free to attend. It's complimentary, and you can register in the link below on the show notes. December 6th and 7th are Saturday and Sunday. So pretty much everybody can attend, and there's going to be a replay when you sign up. So if you are serious about learning, okay, here are the steps. Like, I do not want to be in this just crazy overworked model that I am. I just learned that I'm in the volume model, and this boutique model sounds amazing. I would really want to move towards it. But Jana, what are the actual practical steps? What are the 3 things I need to do? I'm going to start telling them today for you today, but the deep dive I'm going to do in that free training, Boutique Practice Formula. So I highly encourage you to sign up and learn a lot more about what I teach in my world. So today, let's dive into boutique practice and what it is not. So one of the common myths when I talk to women doctors about the boutique practice, I hear, yeah, I want to be more boutique, but I don't want to be working with difficult patients. Boutique practice means I'm going to have those difficult, the demanding, inflexible, hard to please, sometimes even disrespectful, entitled types of patients, and or also difficult clinical cases. In many of your minds, women doctors that I speak with minds, boutique associates with like the concierge, rich people, difficult patients. And that is not what a boutique practice is, at least not in the way I teach it. Okay. And I'm going to teach you what it is, what I teach it. But first, I want to bust those myths. So if you want to have a high fee, low volume, low patient count practice so that you can make the income that you want to make without killing yourself, then you don't have to accept difficult patients. That's step number 1. Another thing is people believe that boutique practice means, oh boy, now I have to remodel my whole office. I have to buy this fancy furniture, and I have to spray Chanel number 5 in the air, and I have to serve champagne, and I have to do all the bells and whistles, and my overhead is going to be through the roof. Listen, if you want to do this, you do you. But this is not required in order to have a boutique practice. I want to hear me. You think that in order to charge higher fees, you have to bend yourself backwards for these people and create like a Ritz-Carlton experience externally and you don't. You really don't. You need to have something different. Factor number one is what is required in order for patients to seek you out and pay you higher fees. But it is not nicer furniture, some crazy customer service. You don't have to turn to a butler in order to have a boutique practice. Another big myth is, well, but I'm new to the area, or, but I'm too young. I'm a young doctor, or I'm too old of a doctor. I've been here forever, or, but I don't have a lot of time, or, but I don't have a lot of money. My budget is small. All of these are misconceptions that you think are required in order to build a boutique practice. And none of this is true. What really is the formula? What is the three things that you need in order to build a boutique practice? And it is, you have to learn how to attract high quality patients. That is step number one. I call them dream premium patients. You have to learn how to attract patients that seek you out. They see you as an authority. They want that exact specific thing that only you can deliver. And if that's the case, they will pay extra fees for your expertise. And no, you don't have to be a doctor for decades or have publications or any crazy type of marketing. The perception needs to be there. Patients, dream premium patients, are the patients that believe that you are the solution to their problem. You have to learn what those are and how to attract them. I'll give you an example. For example, if you're an orthodontist, your dream premium patient could be moms whose children snore. They snore, they have maybe some speech problems, and they think it may have to do something with the airway. They started learning about it, and now they are in these Facebook groups and on forums and on ChatGPT, and are like, it looks like snoring in a 4-year-old is not normal. And I go to my pediatrician and they just send me to an ENT, and ENT just wants to remove adenoids. And I don't know how I feel about surgery on my 4-year-old. But looks like airway can be involved. Oh my God, there is an orthodontist, Dr. K, specializes in airway. Now she instantly sees me as an authority. My chairs are the same. There's nothing fancy in my practice, but all my marketing is focused on attracting this type of premium patient. Why is it a premium patient? Because she will, if you're an orthodontist, she will come, and so you understand the fees. She'll come and she'll pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for phase one, an expander and limited braces. That's high in most areas for an orthodontist. She will pay because she understands why it's essential for her child to have that. Let's do an example from a different specialty. Maybe you are a general dentist and you do a full mouth cases, right? Patients come into you who haven't seen a dentist in a while. Maybe they have dental anxiety, or maybe they've been in this cycle of dentistry where they had, fillings turn into root canals, turn into crowns, turn into bridges. And they're like, oh my gosh, like how much more can the dentist drill into my teeth? Like I just want this to stop. And you're the kind of doctor that does full mouth extractions, you place implants, and then you restore them. You do all on 4, all on X. You do like a whole smile makeover. That is your main specialty. And if you know how to attract those type of patients, those are your dream premium patients. Why are they premium? Because that case is $50,000 plus anesthesia. And if you know how to attract those patients, you have won. That's how you have a boutique practice, right? So step number one, what boutique practice is first of all, you work with the best humans, right? These humans, these patients, they are seeking you out. They want what you have to offer. They're not going to you like a car mechanic. Oh, they're going to tell me I need change of oil, I need this and the other. They're not going to the dentist who's like, oh, they're going to say I have this cavity and I need these braces, I need Invisalign, and I need this graft, and like I don't even know if I need it. This is not the type of patient you're attracting. You're attracting the patient that's seeking you out. Your dream patient, easy to work with. They're grateful. They're sending all their friends to you. That is what boutique practice is. So you need to know how to attract them. And that is the yes factor number 1 that I'm going to teach you in my free training in December. How do you attract these patients? And it's not like a marketing tactic. It's a lot more nuanced and specific than that. Then another thing, what constitutes a boutique practice is when you are attracting these people that are seeking you out and they're seeing you as an authority, that's when you're going to increase your fees. And a lot of the time you increase them significantly, not just a little bit, because you are charging for a very specific type of service. That justifies higher fees, right? For highly specialized service. And so the last piece is you need to know as to how to actually convert these new patient exams at 90 to 100%. So that your marketing is not working that high. You're only having 2-3 consults a day, but 2 or even 3 of those consults are starting treatment with you. Then this creates a whole formula for your boutique practice. You're working with the best type of patients. You're charging them higher fees. You know how to convert at a higher rate. And so you're seeing fewer patients, but they're paying you higher fees. So you don't have to work as hard to make the money that you want. And it's not just the money that you want. Like, you're working with the best humans. They respect you. They listen to you. They become your biggest fans. They refer to you because they're like, oh my God, Dr. K changed my life with this expander. It's like, it's incredible, right? Think about it. Have you heard of this analogy how I think like a child finds an old coin and wants to sell it, and then she goes to like a flea market and tries to sell it, and the guy at the flea market gives her $1, and then she goes to a museum and tries to sell it, and museum's like, oh, that's an interesting old coin, and we're going to give you $10 for it. And then she goes to this antique shop for coins, and they're like, oh my God, this is like so unique. We're going to give you $1 million for this coin. Right? So the moral of the story, who determines the value of the coin? Well, the customer, the place that you're going to, right? So your same services that you're selling right now, the same dentistry that you're presenting right now, will be devalued by some type of patients and will be highly valued and respected by another type of patient. And that is what nobody teaches you. And that's exactly what I teach you. How to figure out what's that high dream premium patient, high quality patient, and how to attract them. What kind of marketing to do. And spoiler alert, this marketing could be virtually free. It's not about the volume again. It's not about the amount of effort you're throwing at marketing. That's not what we're doing here. It's not who's the loudest. That's not the type of marketing you're going for when you want a boutique practice. It's who is the sharpest, who stands out. We're going for standing out, not for the loudest. So this is what boutique practice is. You are seeing fewer patients a day. These patients are dream patients to work with. They're paying you higher fees so that you can see fewer of them and make the income that you want. And as a bonus, you don't need a large team. Your team is smaller. You have fewer front desk. You have fewer assistants. You have only one office manager. You have fewer people to manage. And so you actually can pay them more. You don't have to stress about raises and team evaluations and, oh, they want this and then the other, or somebody called in sick, so we are constantly missing a person, because you're not going for the volume business model, you're going for boutique. That is the formula, my friend. And I am so excited to teach you these 3 yes factors, how to actually attract dream premium patients, how to have them perceive you as an expert and authority instantly without you needing any extra certifications or anything, any extra, years of being known in the community. And the third yes factor is how do you actually convert your new patients at 90% plus. When you have these 3 things in place, you are going to have that dream freedom dental practice that you had wanted when you first decided to own a dental practice. I can't wait to have you at the training. Go ahead and register using the link below in the show notes, and I'll see you in December. Have a beautiful day. Bye.